Alright, are we live? Are we live, my friends? Alright, looks like we're live. Welcome, and everybody, we are back. We haven't really done Frostpunk on the channel for a while. Yeah, this stream's gonna be a little bit shorter. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do some Frostpunk speedrunning. The way we're gonna measure this is we're going to start the clock when I initially gain control of my people, and we're going to stop once we get to the end game, and we're gonna measure. And the way we're gonna measure it is we're gonna see what day we are on and what the time is, because it is on a 24-hour cycle, kind of like real life. So that's how we are going to measure how quickly I am able to finish the game. And depending on the scenario, we're going to start with a new home. I'm going to go ahead and run the first ad early while we're working on it. Okay, so the timer starts now. So basically what we're trying to do in a new home is we are setting up. This is the baseline scenario that everyone plays when they first pick the game up. Yeah, I felt like using the dates was, like, the day and time was the most accurate way to measure it. I mean, there's probably a whole speedrunning community for this game, much like there is for a lot of other games, and they may measure it differently, but for our purposes today, we are going to measure it based on what day number we are and what time it is. And so we've got the generator here in the middle. Got our generator here. It's hanging out. About 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, we can shut it off because then we can save fuel. Yeah, it's usually when the next law opens up for redemption.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Yeah, I always like to go for extended shifts first because that gets you your upgrades quicker. Yeah, and I'm gonna start setting up a little bit. Kind of using a model. Yeah, this scenario I've basically got down pat for my order of execution, but because we are speedrunning, I am probably going to change that a little bit. Because, you know, we're trying to go fast. Yeah, we've got some people that are sick. Let's get more people on the steel wreckage. Let's wait for those engineers to finish. They should be done by the end of the day, and then we can start assigning them to research. Yeah, the first thing I like to do is go for food, health, and shelter. That is by far going to be your most important. You want to get your food supply up, and you want to get your medical care up, because it will spiral out of control if you let it. So don't. But also get the beacon, so go for hunter's gear and then the beacon, because you obviously need to keep track of your food supply. And you don't want people being sick. So you definitely need to address the healthcare crisis before it gets out of control.
A new law has passed.
Yeah, I technically have enough to make enough shelter for everybody in town, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Get that promise fulfilled. And keep track of your promises. Don't lose track of them, because that is very, very bad if you miss that. Yeah, and in preparation, I'm gonna grab my third workshop, even though I don't have enough engineers to do it yet. Alright, we can shut it off during the daytime. And then once your workers make all the meals, you can send them out via the beacon. I'm just gonna let them do that. Oh, we got another steel wreckage depletion, so I'm gonna send those guys over there. And then you can keep passing your laws accordingly. I do this in a very specific order because I've just figured out a strategy. And we're also playing on easy because then we don't have to worry as much about worker illness, which is a huge issue, so we are not going to deal with that. And plus, everybody speedruns on easy difficulty when you're... Yeah, we're almost done scavenging our basic supplies, so we will have to make the resource development facilities now that we've got basic stuff established. Scout speed is not very important, but for speedrunning, if you can get your scouts out quicker and you can get them out to their destinations faster, that will definitely help you. And you definitely want to escort that first group of survivors back, because then you get more people to work with. And steel is harder to produce than wood, but don't neglect your wood supply, because you're going to run into issues if you're not able to set that up. And I'll show you guys a trick. So what I do is I have a very specific city setup. As you guys can see, that's in development. So from this point, I go 4, 5, 6, 7, and then, yeah, it's very specific. And then I take the sawmill and I put it here. Because once you get the expanded area, this is basically the only one you need for the entire game. So it's very, very resource efficient. Even if it destroys a little bit in the meantime, you get more than enough value to compensate. And now we can completely fill our stuff. We can keep generating those resources. Ooh, we got more stuff. Look who it is. Hey, Blackberry, how you doing? Alright, we've got our first steelworks. We only need one, technically. And you'll get enough steel for the whole game. So you really don't have to worry about steel all that much. If you do find yourself in a steel issue, you know, obviously deal with it accordingly, but... You definitely want to get prosthetics, because once you start getting into the colder weather... Your people are going to start getting amputated. Yep, and now the temperature's getting colder. People are more likely to get sick in this weather. Yep, and all my regular resources are down. But now we gotta connect. I had a specific way of doing this. I gotta figure out what it was. Is it with that one or this one? Ah, this is definitely with that one. Oh, maybe it was from the left side, not the right side. There we go. That's what it was. Yeah, because then the street is under construction. Yeah, there we go. Now I can get workers assigned. Start producing steel.
Time to rest, folks. Work's out.
I think we get 2 out of this, but no. I need it. Hope falls slightly. Don't lose hope, my dear friends. We will be okay. Don't lose hope, my dear friends. We will be okay. Watching your run? Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to find time to watch your run. Maybe tonight after work. I'll have some time. And yeah, you also need level 2 because you need the infirmary to treat your gravely ill. If you don't want to have them hogging up your medical post beds. So once you get your sawmill and your steelworks, go back to food, health, and shelter and build your infirmary. You are gonna need that because if you look at your patients, let's see if we have anyone. Okay, we don't have anyone gravely ill yet, but they will start hogging up your beds if you pick Sustain Life. If you pick Radical Treatment, a third of your people are gonna be left as amputees, and if your people are amputees, they cannot work until you make a prosthetic. So if you don't have the prosthetics law or the factory yet, you probably don't want that option, so yeah, I would not recommend it under any circumstances. Yeah, once you get your first infirmary, you can actually destroy the medical post because then you can put your engineers in that spot. You can take everything. And there you go. And you can also use those 2 spaces for housing units.
A new law has passed.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because then I would put the cemetery there. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you don't want to go to Winterhome yet until you are ready to do so. Yeah, you can get there pretty quickly, but
Work time. Get back to work.
yep, and we can get our... Yeah, I'd recommend upgrading your steel before your wood, because steel is produced slower at all levels. Now we've got the automaton, which can produce steel 24/7 as long as the generator is functional. So we are in a good position. It does take breaks twice a day to refuel at the generator, but otherwise they can run 24/7. They replace an entire human crew of workers. Which is pretty sick. That they're able to do that. And we can do organ transplants so then the sick recover faster. That way we can minimize how long people are out of work. I think that was it. Yeah, because then I would do this. How many engineers do I got unemployed? I don't have any, but they're coming back. They're going to be coming back with a bunch of people, so I want to be ready. Yep, escort them. I will get a bunch of engineers. I definitely need more wood to be able to make the streets to support everything here. Yeah, I'm hoping to clean out the entire explorable area before going to Winterhome, so then I can be completely ready to go. And getting additional tech for tech research done before you start doing Winterhome is absolutely critical. Because once that starts, you want to make sure that you're ready. So, yeah, you want to make sure that you are ready to go before that becomes necessary. Because you're going to need a lot of tech in a short amount of time, and you need to be able to ramp up that research capacity. Okay, I don't have enough wood to do that yet. I do now. Because under resources, I need that sawmill range extension. That's what I'm looking at. I can't address that right now. Ew, I have not made a food station yet. I just realized that right now. Ah, okay. Well, I am going to deal with that shortly. Goodness freaking gracious, get out of here. Get out of here with these viewer bots. Center the view. Yeah, let's get extra rations in case we get a bunch of sick people. Then it'll be easier to manage. No, I'm safe scumming this because I need that support. And I need to keep my scouts alive because I can't afford to lose any scouting parties. It's random whether they live or die, and you can save scum it to get the better outcome. And that's what I'm going to be doing. They died again. I'm not exactly sure what the odds are of this happening, but I usually prefer to do that on a night, like, right after midnight, so then I don't have to keep redoing stuff, but, you know, we're doing speedruns, we can't wait for that. my god, they're freaking dying. Come on. Take 3! Let's just take 4 already. Come on, can you live this time?
Listen, everyone.
So I don't have to keep resetting.
People, there's plenty to do.
Dude, can you stop dying? I need you guys alive, come on. Because I still need enough people to run the cities.
New law. A new law has passed. The work shift starts.
How many times are they gonna die? Come on. I don't got all day. Come on. Come on.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city. Move. Time to get to work.
Finally, jeez. Yeah, and then once you get your resources maxed out, start getting better housing. You can delay the heating upgrades for a significant amount of time. Basically until the very end. So, you really don't got much to worry about in that department. And plus, by having Difference Engine unlocked, you can go straight for the house, which is the warmest housing unit. Actually, I need to divert. Go for food instead. Yeah, I'll start with 3. Have the street lined up for 4. In case it's necessary. I'll actually go ahead and finish building the roads. For the rest of the city. Just to get them knocked out and ready to go. Go to the crash site. Let's get those flying hunters. How many extra engineers do we have? We have a lot. I'm going to make full use of them.
Work time. Get moving.
And then you can get hunting tactics if you want. That's optional. It just reduces the personnel requirement to run the hunter's hut. And that can help if you have a smaller population. Which, generally, you don't need a huge population. Yeah, we're not really having a medical care issue yet, so we can go for housing. Yeah, the bunkhouse will be warmer than the tent, and the house will, of course, be the warmest. If you go for the house, I would strongly recommend, or when you go for the house, you will need them eventually, I will strongly recommend you get the housing redesign upgrade because then it costs you less to build your houses. And you can save a lot of resources and a lot of time gathering those resources as well, so there's a huge benefit. Yeah, get the redesign upgrade before you build any of your houses, and you will get the biggest resource buff from it. How many engineers are they bringing back? Yeah, this level of tech is, like, tech research speed is honestly excessive, but you really can't have excessive resource or tech research speed because it just goes faster and faster and faster. So I don't know if there's actually a cap, but if there is, we've probably hit it. Or we've got to be really close to hitting it. Yeah, and get your maxed out upgrades. So we're gonna go for wood. Get our wood. Yeah, we've got so many tech labs that our guys can't keep up. Alright, so now we can head back towards Winterhome. We are on day 11. We are looking pretty good as far as cleaning out the map. And of course, our scouts brought back lots of resources, so we can make great use of them. We are going to go ahead and start working on stockpiling resources also. Alright, now we can start getting our scout movement speed upgrades because we are far enough along. Yeah, 3 hours, half of the speed. It's insane how fast we can research things. We can clean out the whole thing if we wanted to, but you don't need every single upgrade. Really? We have the same time on Affecting Cause Chapter 2. That's kind of crazy. I'll think about that. And if you're wondering which homes are cold, you can use the temperature overlay when you're getting cold home requests. So then it's easier to track. Alright, and we are ready. Once you hit that, it starts phase 2 of the game. Which is, you find out that Winterhome's generator has been destroyed.
Everyone, new law is signed.
And this is when I'll destroy these two because that's where I usually put my houses of prayer. Just because it's consistent. And honestly, our tech research speed is more than ample at this point, so I'm gonna start taking down some of them because now we're gonna be starting to deal with healthcare problems.
Get to work. Move, people.
This will leave some of our engineers unemployed, but honestly, if we got too fast of research speed, it's... Oh, I need more. More wood. Okay. That'll be the 8th home that will be warmed. I'm honestly gonna send the survivors at this point if I find any other groups, because The more promises you keep during this part, the more time you will have to solve the crisis. Basically, your goal now is to quell the Londoners' revolt. Yeah, the Shrouded Cave just has a bunch of children. But... yeah, at this point, we've got exploration done, we've got resources done. Food, health, and shelter is sufficient for now, so we can start looking at heating power. Because that will also help with the cold homes questing. There's only level I'm close to you on? Yeah. Otherwise, if I just been, like, basically knocking you out of the park, or what? Based on the splits you're seeing? And you'll want to turn down the heat level before it consumes all your coal. Yeah, once you get down to the last coal pile, that's when you're going to want to start thinking about getting your coal extraction mechanism, your preferred choice. Either the coal mine or the coal thumpers, both work well. You can use either. I personally prefer... I personally prefer the mine because I think it's easier. Fewer space, less space, fewer buildings involved. And then the coal mines also have efficiency upgrades, whereas the coal thumpers do not. I'm just gonna have both of them built in case I do need both during a cold spell. And just have them ready to go. Yeah, you want to have them ready before you run out of coal in your external piles. Yeah, don't run out. And you can kind of scum the quests a bit. There is a limit to how many times they will spawn. But, like, you could remove your food producers, you could run out of food, and then they'll claim everyone's hungry. And then you can get a free win there if you've already been successful. So that's what I usually like to do. Is I like to scum it, because then I get free hope bonuses for it. Okay, that's good. We're good to go. Skim over. Alright, we can probably go back to heating. Yeah, once you quell the Londoners, then the refugees show up, and then it becomes endgame from there. Good, I'm glad you're happy to have a warm house. Yep, I'm sending my one scout out there. Oh my goodness, you people are nuts. And see, that's part of the scumming, is that because I'm ready for it, I'm gonna wait to see what the temperature does, so then I know what I need to do to make it livable. Because if it drops below livable, even for a smidgen, you lose it, and people get upset. So that's why I'm gonna wait for the temperature to shift before I decide what I'm gonna do.
Hear me.
And purely for the sake of measurement, I'm gonna put that there. And that's another thing I like to do, is I like to measure the city. Like, I have a very specific execution method.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming. Get going. Time to earn your bread.
You get improved heaters. You could rob them. I usually rob them because they have stuff. Actually, oh. Yeah, let's bring him. And we'll actually send out a second scouting party to kind of take this... kind of keep it moving. And we've got the Faith Keepers established. Helps reduce discontent and increase hope. And then you get the efficiency that makes it so it takes less.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Okay, I think that'll be enough. Yeah, same thing with the range. Keep the range down until you need it. Because otherwise you're burning excess coal and you don't want to run out. And then I'll send that scouting party back out. In this case, I'm okay with the scout group dying because I actually have the upgrade to produce a second group. So I can keep the second group. I can keep the second group going to make up for the group that may have gone to seized. I'm gonna start with tents because I need to make sure that I get the rest of my upgrades in.
Work time. Get back to work.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you guys home. Yeah, send you guys out to Tesla. Because if you make the upgrade for the outpost team, you can actually get free resources from a lot of the areas on the map. And Tesla City is one of them, and you get free Steam cores every day, pretty much, so make sure you set up your outpost teams. They are extremely advantageous. In a new home scenario, you can have up to 3, or up to 2, I think, so... Some scenarios you can't have any, or you don't get any. Some scenarios you only get 1, so depending on which one you're playing, choose wisely on those decisions. I'm gonna get the factory so that when I do start getting amputees, then it's easier to deal with. Yeah, but then I'm gonna send that scout out just to be a backup and keep it running. Yeah, the Londoners are going up, but we are about to get them under control. Very, very quickly.
Move. Time to get to work.
Yeah, this time I don't care, because... Then I'm gonna get ready with the outpost team. I'm gonna get them sent out to Tesla City so they can start sending me things. They can start sending me goodies. Get the prosthesis ready for when I need those. Yeah, stay on the ring. Put it over here. What did I have to do? And then with the automatons, in this particular scenario, they are a huge asset. So you can upgrade their efficiency, but I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my resource stockpiles are ready. Because we are going to need a lot of resources ahead of the Great Frost. Looks like some of the survivors came in. Yep, then I can store more resources. Let's see. What else do I need? Yeah. Let's finish off heating. That's the last one. Actually, no, there's two. Yep, and then it keeps sending me steam cores every day, so then I can make as many automatons as my heart desires. The earlier you can get Tesla City going, the better, because the Great Frost will eventually consume that area. And your outpost will no longer be usable, so you will definitely want to get there as early as you can. Alright, now we can make the temple and basically quell the Londoners' revolt. Yeah, once you build this and start spamming those abilities, it's basically GG. Because the higher your hope is, the more likely it is that people will abandon the Londoners. So the tendency is neutral, but that will eventually start to go in my favor. Yeah, let's dismantle it. Keep the scouts going. Yeah, we're not gonna do this yet. This is one of the upgrades that we actually get for free once the final storm happens. We can, like, run around the map and collect some engineers to get some free research. Yeah, right now we're just reducing how much the automatons cost to produce, which is also important. And the more automatons you make, the more benefit you will get from that research. Okay, that's like the 5th time that has happened in the last couple days. Yeah, and then when you do public penance, it severely reduces the discontent and sharply raises your hope. Get him! Good. Catch people stealing food. Yep, and now the first of the Londoners are convinced to stay. Alright, we got an ad break coming. Yeah, we're gonna get lots of resources running around this end of the map. And with the automaton integration upgrades, you can increase how efficient they are. They can almost get to the efficiency of a human crew with all 3 upgrades. Yeah, we're just gonna keep them running as long as possible. You can also use them in research facilities and medical facilities if you so choose. That is optional. I'm gonna keep going with the laws. I'm gonna get the shrine.
Hear me! New law in the city.
Text is kind of blocking me.
End of shift.
Oh, that sawmill is out. I need to move it somewhere else. Yeah, move it somewhere else. And that's why I said almost the entire game, because it's not quite the entire game, but it's a very, very significant chunk of the game that you can get away with a single sawmill. It's a lot. Okay, which homes are cold? Just so I know where I'm looking. Yeah, I'm gonna let this run for a bit. Fill up my wood supply so then I can make those houses. Do I need anything else in the faith tree? I don't think so. I think we're done with the law book for now. Yeah, and then we're basically gonna have that side of the map cleaned out. Disperse that crowd. Oh, the temperature's about to drop, so I'm gonna have to... And the timer does stop at 5 o'clock in the morning, so you can kind of plan ahead for some of the temperature swings. Okay, we should be okay. Just in case, I'm gonna bump it up to level 4 until I see it. And then at 7 o'clock, the temperature changes. Oh, so I could go down to level 2. Yeah, that's how warm the house is. By default, even without the house warming upgrade. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start making a bunch of prosthesis, because I'm probably gonna need them. With all these chilly people. Alright, I think we're just about done with research. I don't think we really need anything else. I'm gonna kind of skim over it. Yeah, maybe finish off the healthcare and then we'll be good to go. Yep, we already have it. I can honestly start dismantling a lot of the research labs now because we don't need these extra laboratories. Save some of our people from getting sick. Yeah, I still have 2 more shrines I gotta build. There we go. Now we've got enough coverage for all of our major facilities. Why do you keep stealing stuff? Make him repent for his sins. Yeah, so the map has now been cleaned out, but we're gonna actually send that group out, and we're gonna make a second group. Because we want to be prepared for when the Great Storm hits. We want to have our scouts in position and ready to grab all of that free research. Yeah, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and build another steam sawmill. Just so that we don't run into a wood issue. Because we will need a lot of wood to finish upgrading all the houses and things like that, so... Yeah, now we can bring the steam level down to 1. Yep, they are in position, and we can also bring the range down because the temperature's warm enough. Yeah, and that's healthcare installation level 2. I think that's really all we need. Yeah, unless we find something on the fringe. Yeah. Yeah, you can do child labor. Honestly, this is probably the better option, but if you do child shelters, you can get more healthcare or research efficiency. So we're actually going to take that route and use them on medical.
New law is signed.
How many kids do we have? 67. So we need 5 shelters. And actually, just to be sure, we're gonna get the steam hub. To make sure we can keep that area heated. Yeah, just to make sure that... we need more food rations. Let's actually see if we can scum out another food quest. Looks like I can hit all 5 with a single one. So I'll go ahead and do that, but then I'm gonna turn it off. Speaking of food. Let's go scumming a food quest. Except now our city population is a lot larger than it was when we got the last one. Yep, and it covers all the shelters, but I'm going to turn it off for the time being, unless the temperature dictates otherwise. The steam hubs basically extend the range of the generator, and they can be a good fuel-saving mechanism. And then any other laws at this point are completely optional, but we're gonna go ahead and pick medic apprentices, so then we have better healing efficiency.
A new law has passed. Get going. Time to earn your bread.
And then the kids will increase the efficiency of medical facilities. And then how many things do I need? How many automatons do I need? I'd say like 3, because then the 2 coal mines. Let's start with 2. Yeah, it does take a minute for the refugees to start showing up, but once they do, they will be coming in force. I reject all their groups because, honestly, I don't have enough capacity.
Work time. Get back to work.
Cool. Yep, that's 1 automaton built. Carry on. Cool.
End of shift.
Yeah, once you build the 3rd automaton, you can get the automaton project. You can make them even more efficient, you can make them do even more things. Very beneficial. We are doing pretty good so far, though. As far as timing. Nope, get out of here. I'm surprised I haven't had a single healthcare quest yet.
Work time.
Oh, we will get them, trust me, chit. We will get them. It's probably because my healthcare is, like, because it's easy difficulty. Yeah, give him 1. Yeah, we may as well just upgrade the rest of the housing units into houses at this point. There's really no reason not to.
End of shift. Go rest all you can.
Yeah, we can bring the range up to meet our housing units and then just keep the level low until we need to bring it up. No! Get out of here! Need the advanced heaters? No.
Work time. Get back to work.
Yeah, let's actually get another resource depot for food. Raw food. Yeah, we'll give them 1. But as you can see, we've got a lot of steam cores, but they keep coming because of the Tesla City marker.
Work day ends. It's off time.
Okay, so that is actually the minimum housing that we need. Yeah, normally if you let this game drag out as long as possible, you... Yep, then that's the Great Frost. Then the map shifts. So now we're going to be sending our scouts out into the field to rescue as much of that tech as possible. And I'm honestly going to let the... Well... Yeah, I think I've got more than enough steam cores at this point. So I think I'll send the outpost team home. You could technically have them sit there until they die, but usually by this point, if you set it up early enough, you got enough steam cores to take care of your stuff. And I've already built all the medical facilities that I'm gonna need, so... I usually bring the survivors in, because those are just the last smaller groups. And you don't have an opportunity to come back later for them, so it's like a now or never. If you do want to save them. It's not mandatory, but it's like a more of a moral thing. And speaking of, we can now research the stereoscopic lens, and that will tell us exactly what we need to do to prepare for the storm. We can disband the group, take down the outpost depot. And because we have faster scouting speed...
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Yep, and then send that group back out right away. And now the game will tell us exactly what we need to do. And once you check things off... Yeah, and they want you to get a week's worth of food for every person. Yep, and then that's one useful tech. There's another one in the Nansen Stormwatch. Yeah, if you let this scenario drag out, it lasts like 45 days, but I've gotten it done in like 35 or something like that. You can definitely go quicker. Yeah, I'm actually going to temporarily change that one. Yeah, that one is kind of more of another moral compass. You could be an asshole and keep him from going to find his kid, but that's kind of your call as a player. You can do whatever you want. And I can actually make another automaton for the food. Yep. There's that one. And we got some new people. We don't have enough child shelters for all the kids. Who do we have? 80? 81. Yeah, I should be able to get by with 2. Yep, every kid's got a place. Now put him into food. Yeah, once I rescue the survivors from the barren hollow, or the deep hollow, I will find out. Actually, I'll wait, because then when those guys get there... I'll get access to some new travel points. Yeah, and then there's generator bypass, more scouts. Wednesday stream gasp. Yeah, not normally. Admiral, I had to move tomorrow's stream to Thursday. Or tomorrow's stream to Friday because I have some things to take care of tomorrow. How dare you catch me off guard? Well, that's not my problem. So... let's keep them off until we need them.
Brace yourselves. Home is coming.
Or until that happens. Yeah, this will be the last piece of research, so that one scouting group I'm gonna disband. And that is one of the tasks that you have. I guess they count separately. Okay, so there's 12 people homeless. Do I have enough room for the kids? I do, so I will build the last 2 houses. Yep, the fortified hut's gonna be the last spot. Well, finally. And then just click and then we're done. Everything okay? Yeah, there's just a fun event at work that I would like to go to, tomorrow. So, like before I go into work. And, you know, food prep and all that kind of thing, so. Maybe I will get the upgraded heaters. I don't normally need them, but... yeah, and then this one is... yeah, the advanced coal mine. That completely skips the steam coal mine, which is level 2. The advanced coal mine is level 3. So we are sitting pretty. No! You already got your rations. Deal with it. Yeah, there's just something interesting going on at work, and I'd like to go. In the main auditorium area. Yeah, normally Wednesday is my take care of stuff day, but this week it's gotta be tomorrow. So I was like, you know what? Let's see if I can hop on for even a short stream today. Have some fun. Yeah, right now I'm trying to bolster my food supply because that's the last thing that I need. That's the last scouting party. Brady says hi. He's pecking the screen. Ah! How's he doing? Is he doing okay? Our little friend.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Our little birdie friend. And they want me to have a week's worth of food for everyone. Which is 20. And they do base that number. I could have sent him off, but... That number is based upon when you researched the stereoscopic lens, so if you gain or lose population since then, you will have to adjust accordingly. You can check your total capacity by checking the resource screen, the resource stockpiles down there by the generator. Yeah, I don't need any more research. You know, we've got enough supply. And of course, it's difficult to prepare that food stockpile because you're also dealing with the people you have to feed now. Screwing in your face, expecting food. Got my automaton.
Time to rest, folks. Work's out today.
Yep. Yep, and we don't need these anymore. We're not gonna be able to use them in a couple days anyway, so... I'll get rid of most of them. We'll keep a few just because we also need enough to give away the wood supply. That's a box of fishing worms. Big bag of mealworms for him. Nice. Did you ever find out what kind of bird he is? Did you ever find out?
The shift is ending.
Yeah, this is so easy to raise the hope artificially. Just... Not entirely positive, but I think he's a house wren, which is ironic. Yeah. Burb!
Bundle up. It's getting colder. Work time. Get back to work.
Yeah, the temperature is just getting colder and colder. Yeah, it's consuming 2,600 coal per day. That's crazy.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Everyone calls him Bird Bird. Ah! Have you given him a name? Have you named the burb? Yep, storm is hit.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming. Work time. Get back to work.
This is where the craziness starts. Yeah, I technically have enough resources where I could make the 3rd advanced coal mine, but you honestly don't need it. If you got the automatons and they're maxed out on efficiency, you can make do with what you got. Even when the mines collapse. Even when your mine production falls, you will still have plenty of production. And the temperature of the cookhouse will slowly go down until you can't support it anymore either. We'll make it! We got enough shit! But for now, it's sticking currently. Do you even know if it's a male or a female, or how do you even tell on a bird? How do you even tell? Yeah, and then randomly someone steals 10% of your coal stockpile for no reason. No idea. Yeah, and the coal production is only... you can check your consumption. But yeah, we're still gonna be okay for the next 3 days. I technically could have gotten to this point sooner, but... Yep, and now the cookhouse is too cold. This is where the music intensifies. Oh, those look identical too, apparently. I looked it up. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. When it grows up and if it sticks around, I guess we'll know if I find its laid eggs. Yeah, then it's a female. Hello, Admiral. Yes. Admiral. Yeah, I've gotten done with this scenario incredibly fast. You can trigger Winterhome as soon as you get there, but I would not recommend doing so. Hello, Barry. You got done with the video? Yeah? You saw my perspective, my point of view? And then, of course, Blueberry the squid. Oh yeah, Blackberry, I ground up some more of your siblings this morning when I made a smoothie. I have a smoothie addiction, I think. Well, because he really likes blackberries, so it's like... I mean, the super fastball. Yeah, I got the start of it, but then I bonked massively. Yeah. What? Blackberry. What's the matter? You know, let's go be an ass. Let's go be an asshole. My family! What? I like blackberries and smoothies. I got a smoothie machine. I'm gonna make a smoothie. Alright, so this one is basically the prequel to the entire Frostpunk series. It's one of the DLCs. This is called The Last Autumn. You're starting without the generator, and you are building it. That is your objective. And of course, you've got issues of your own that you gotta deal with.
Come on, get moving. Time to work.
Sorry to my brothers. But yeah, it's a running joke, Admiral. Yeah, get the docks researched right away and at least get it placed. If at all possible.
Folks, enough work for today.
Yeah, same timing, we're gonna go, but for this scenario, we're gonna go from start to when the generator is finished with construction. I thought of that. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, Blackberry, you changed your profile picture. I saw that.
Are in place. Good morning, people. Time to get busy.
Yeah, and I'll also get the sawmill because that's also going to be a good early source of wood. It gives you enough wood that you can get through the early part of the games. For this particular scenario. No! Admiral, how's the burb? The burb is good! I have heard good things. Good things about the burb. I have heard many a good thing.
Quitting time. Take a breather.
Burb is good. Yes, the burb. The birdie!
Listen, everybody. New regulations.
But I don't care. Screaming at Nova's face cam. Is he? Yeah, what's he doing? Is he just being a silly burb? Is he just being a silly burb? Oh, then we got the motivation issue that has now begun. And now we can build the telegraph station, which is how we get a lot of our resources. Build that right away so then the queue begins to build up, because we need to build up that queue as soon as possible. And I'm just gonna let it run because it'll gradually fill. So the sooner you can get that built, the sooner you can build it up.
Shift's over. Stow your tools.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna get ready with the reloading station tech. At least get the cookhouse area carved out. I don't need it built yet. Just gonna kind of use it as a benchmark. Num num num. Yes, num num num. Yeah, I currently have no workers available, but they will be available very shortly. Because my resource piles will...
Sun's out. Get to work, people.
You want to sign as many laws as possible before your first revolt happens.
Are in place.
Only the fools doubt it. Okay, blackberries, can I get a loan? No! Sorry. I don't give loans here. Sorry, Blackberry, I can't do it.
The shift's over. Time to grab a bite.
I'll loan you. 20 grand? Bro. Yeah.
Rules and regulations have changed.
Looks like we got an ad break coming.
Shake a leg. The shift's on. Quitting time. Take a breather. Attention, regulations change. Get on up. Let's not get away.
Gonna go eat breakfast and write off. It's for photos so I can write it off. Shh. Jeez. Yeah, bro.
Folks, enough work for today.
It's brunch time. Breakfast no more. No!
Rise and shine.
Empty blackberry containers. Oh, I can't sign a new law yet. Well, while I'm waiting for that... I'm gonna start getting ready for generator construction, because I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, I gotta get a fishing harbor. Gotta do that first. I will have it ready, though.
Time to grab a bite.
2 shifts. That allows me extremely better production capacity. Yeah, it really increases my working power if I can have overnight shifts. That helps with literally everything, including the research facilities, so I definitely want that support. Yeah, fill the coal supply.
Get up, people. There's work to be done.
How was this for what, summer work? Schoolwork in August? Yeah. And now for shift work coordination.
Rules and regulations have changed.
Yeah, unfortunately, Admiral, summertime schoolwork is not uncommon. It's actually very common. No. Alright, let's get busy with generator construction.
Quitting time. Take a breather.
Yep, I'm just upgrading my supply. Never heard of him before. Yeah, you're lucky then. I've had to do it. Yeah, I'm trying to build up a food stockpile. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna get some research done.
Shake your head. Shifts on.
And then get safety procedures. You have enough time.
Rules are in place.
Yay, more efficient work. I need that. Yeah, because I need this other research to do things even faster. End in May and start in September. Yeah, sometimes for us it would go until June because assholes that make us have to make up the time before summer vacation. Let's get those workers out of there if they're not doing anything. Yeah, because now, with these supercharge items, I can increase work production speed.
New regulations.
I'm actually going to be delaying the first construction because I'm going to try and get all the parts that I need before I even start. Because then I can just blitz right through it. Yeah, get all the research done. Get all the parts that I need in place.
Rise and shine. We've got work to do.
I live at school. Yeah. Not fun, honestly. Yeah, definitely get the infirmary before you start getting busy with the work. Because you're gonna need it. Yeah, I've got enough of those. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start passing stuff randomly just to open up the tree. Let's go see what I can do. But Blackberry, don't you have points to gather up? Blackberry, listen. If you want to redeem all your shit at once, then you've got a lot of work to do, my friend. I know, it's... You've got a lot of points to gather. Not do anything anymore because of AI. Yeah, people are already scrutinizing AI a lot when it comes to, like, schooling. People have already been caught cheating and stuff, like... Gotta let her leave. No! Nah, you can't leave. Sorry, Blackberry, you can't leave. Yeah, because I want to be ready for some of the requests that I'm gonna get placed in order. Perfect. And I'll have the medical care available. Okay, medical care is good. Let's keep going with the reloading stations and resource production.
Stow your tools.
Good thing I've got 24/7 wood production. Yeah, and there's a timeline, so like day 16, day 25, day 35. Yeah, if you miss 2 of those, you will lose. So be cautious. But I am planning ahead. I am gonna have everything built before I even need it. Okay, another dumbest rocks. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, AI has not really been a great thing for society, honestly.
Get up, people. There's work to be done.
Yeah, if I can get all the stuff that I need right away, that will honestly that'll allow me to blitz through the game. If I have everything in place before I even start. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get some extra houses right away also, so then I don't have to deal with emergent housing issues. Okay, that's the rest of the structural profiles that I will need. I've got enough prosthesis to get me through the entire game. I've got enough of that. Tell me a lot about that. Spoken, I can't leave. Guess I can't leave the also manual labor anymore. Yeah. It's honestly kind of nuts. What's been going on lately? Alright, so how many Steam exchangers do I need in total? 60, but if I want to do all the speed... So if I do the 5, 10, 15... Wait. I'm gonna need like 100. Yeah, because it's the 60 baseline, and then... Ooh. That's a lot of steel. Oh, that's right. Mechanization has moved to level 5.
The shift's over. Time to grab a bite.
I lied about that. Yeah. Yeah, AI is really... Alright, now I've got medical mechanization. I also need to upgrade my ventilation plants. Yeah, turn that off until I actually need it. Yeah, get my fan upgrades done, and then I'm gonna need to get the foundry. Yeah, this will give me all the structural profiles that I need for the entire run. got the foundry for when it's time. Get the innovative process. Okay, the workers are done. I'm gonna kind of take this piece by piece with the steam exchangers, because I do kind of have to start construction. I don't want to fall too far behind. But I do have enough structural profiles to get me through the entire thing, though.
Sun's up. Get to work, people.
And then it instantly advances the progress. By 20%. That good? Yeah.
Quitting time. Take a
And
breather.
as you guys can see, the construction is going extremely quickly because of what I have. And then I can, you know, say fuck it, and then the trapped workers will live. Turn that back off so then it continues. And then you have to negotiate with the workers.
New company rules are in place.
And unfortunately, it does force you to... take those workers out, get them into construction.
Get moving, workers. You work for yourself now.
Yeah, the steam exchangers I'm probably gonna have to take piece by piece because my production of steel, unless I change this, is just not gonna be high enough to meet the demand for this blitz.
Quitting time. Workers, leave your tools in order.
Here be action.
Workers, your shift is on.
Rig the elections. Yeah, remind me when we have enough resources.
Work's over for today. Time to rest.
Get the equipment.
New rules are in place.
Workers, your work is over for today.
Attention, regulations change.
Yes, I have 5 extra Steam exchangers.
Get moving, workers. You work for yourself now. Quitting time. Workers, leave your tools in order. Get to work. Report all problems to the union. Medic, report to the construction site immediately.
I can remedy that. Yeah, I'll actually go ahead and get the 3rd ventilation plants and just have it ready.
Work's over for today. Time to rest.
Listen, everybody. New regulations.
Have the core ready.
Workers, your shift is on. Workers, your work is over for today.
Yeah, I need a lot more steel. Why did you suddenly stop building it? Now we're out of coal. What's going on? Oh, it's because of the prosthesis. need that steel.
Over. Enjoy your free time.
Hear me! New rules in effect.
Let's go on a walk. Nice. Hydrate! Okay. 1 second. Let me grab my water bottle. Oh, I can place an order. Heh. Who's bugging me now?
Get to work. Report all problems to the Union.
Yeah, because then I need 20 composites.
Medical services needed at the construction site.
What do you want? I'll give you the public house.
Work's over for today. Time to rest.
Put it out. Let's do safely.
Workers, your shift is on.
I don't have enough food rations.
Quitting time. Workers, leave your tools in order.
I need my coal supply to build up. I know I'm pulling a significant risk, but
Attention! Regulations change.
okay, now the gas won't be an issue anymore.
For yourself now.
Cthulhu! What is that? What is up, my dude? How are you, Cthulhu? I hope you are well. Eh. Yeah, smack him. Nah. Okay, I've got everything I need. Can we get to selfless sacrifice yet? Yes.
New rules are in place.
Yeah, that effectively...
Over. Enjoy your free
Makes your efficiency rise by 25%, but your safety falls by 2 levels, so you do gotta be careful when you use that. You'll want to keep your ventilation plants even after the gas stops venting. Come on, come on, come on. Actually, I could probably... At this point, I should have pulled those workers out of steel because this is endgame, this is it. For the speed. The speed! More labor laws!
Rules in effect.
What do you mean there's another fire? I'm not getting a notification of any such thing.
Work's over for today. Time to rest.
Oh, it must have happened like right at the end, so it didn't trigger. Ah! You gotta love that kind of thing, right, guys? It's just hilarious. Alright, it is day 27 at 3 in the morning. At 3:30 in the morning, and we are done with the generator. Alright, I do gotta hop out and go have something to munch on, and then I gotta head to work. Let's go ahead and find somebody to raid, though. Yeah, let's just go have some fun. Yeah, let's go raid this person. I will see you guys in the raid.